correctly, am I understanding this correctly? Because the winner, if Talon win here, they're going to Yokohama.
Right. No, wait. Not
yet.
yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. I don't. No, not yet. Because like whoever wins here.
Oh, they could
gets...
lose. They could lose. Yeah. Okay, well, we'll get that checked, but maybe I'm getting a bit too ahead of myself because this is crazy, right? We're talking about old guys and Talon. I'm gonna bring it out again just for more brownie points. This is the Rambulan that we were expecting in some of the upper matches, right? To have it so early on.
I'm getting too hyped now.
Yeah, I'm getting real excited. I mean, the games honestly have been. The games honestly have gotten me really pumped. But okay, let's get away from that. Let's take a look at the draft. Lapras as well as Koopa banned out. So similar situation there. Ralphie just gonna get his hands on that Blastoise instantaneously and dreamt. So already 2 pieces of the puzzle already picked up. And looks like Talon, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. At least that's what it looks like for now.
This is actually very good coming in from all guys right now because number one, they are able to remove away Kai's Hoopa here, but at the same time, they stole away Kai's Eldegoss as well, which is then, they're going to be forced into that of the Snorlax, which I think is still a pretty huge thing here into the side of Talon just to stop Sync 1 with that of the Drio. But again, I'm pretty sure they've already done their homework here into this Dodrio, but here's the thing though, they don't even need to care about Saquon this time around because we already saw what happened in game number 1. All they need to do is just force in the issue against all guys, and they're still not going to be able to answer back. If they can, however, answer back, well, Braun is still here with that of the Zoroark, and likewise, all NMs here still with that of the Blasters, dishing out so much damage.
Interesting kind of selection here. They doubled down on the sustain with that Blissey pick as well as the Slowbro and the Eldegoss. So very, very tanky, but I don't know whether it's going to work out for them. Once again, I wonder if they're lacking a bit on the damage. MXI switching gears here off the Mime and on that Clefairy. And funny thing is, looky here, no Glaceon contested at all.
But no Lapras though, so that's the thing.
yeah. I mean,
but just going back, right? Like, just going back to what you have mentioned, Sneeze here, right? That it's going into the composition here of all guys. Say, I don't think they have that much of a damage. Sure, Sync 1 here can just go in a little bit from time to time, right? Like dish out some very huge bursts of a damage here, but Thorfinn being the only one left here to dish out damage, I don't think it's going to be enough. And I don't think Saquon here is going to be enough to carry the whole team just doing its job for scoring points.
Yeah, here's the awkward thing, right? So right now, it's very clear they're doubling up on sustain because they don't want the same thing to happen to them. Basically, last game, everything that Braun just went in one fell swoop, 3 members out of the picture. So with that additional bulk and additional sustain, that's not going to happen. You could get the Zoroark in a bad position. But yeah, so confirmation again, Talon winning here means that they are confirmed for Yokohama. So a lot on the line here. At least third place, which is all you need to get to the World's Championships here and represent APAC-EAST. So a lot on the line, but I'm just worried because like you said, is the Delphox going to be enough damage all by herself?
Oh, that's going to be a pretty tall order here into the set of all guys, especially when they are on the disadvantage here. Talon already taking in game number 1 against them.
Yeah. There is a bit of an adjustment though. So the Clefairy now on the side of Talon instead of the Mime. I really liked what MXI was doing with that Mime. I thought it was very impressive. But Clefairy, just very stable Pokemon now. A lot of teams picking it up. Braun up with his rotation again. Needs to eject button out. So not quite as successful this time. Answered back by Sync. So Sync back on his comfortable Dodrio and trying to make it happen. MXI getting chased down. The slash is through. And they didn't respect the counter engage potential from Braun. They survived it the first time round. Not so lucky the next. You gotta watch where you're going against this Zoroark. He's not done just yet. A lot of damage coming out from Sync, but not enough to close any of these KOs out.
Man, at the very least, you know, all guys here is getting a little bit careful now towards that of Talon in comparison to like game number 1, where they just let Talon shred them from the early get-go. Whereas this time around, they are at least, sure, you might be able to take that like what, 1 or 2, but you're not going to be taking as much as you did in game number 1.
Yeah, for sure. I think like it's like it's so awkward because I don't know what this composition is going to evolve into. I was going to point this out because Lance actually going for the Scout, bro. So not the Surf, but without that key ability to control your opponents, what other CC do you have? These other Pokemon, I think, like, I don't know.
I think that is something to counter Brawn here. I think that is something to counter Brawn here, and of course that Chandelier as well, just to remove its damage at the same time, you know. But at the same time, you know, we still have the crowd control here. That is the Delphux with that of the Fire Spin, you know, just to dish out some damage along with the damage and the debuff that Scald is Slowbro is giving out here against that of Talon.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you can think about it either way, right? Because the attack, the reduction can definitely do well against Zoroark, but that's if you land it amidst all the dashes that he's just kind of running around you, right? So you lack that control a bit. Might be something that old guys might suffer from, might come back to bite them, but we'll have to see. For now, still very even. Both teams have yet to score a single point. There have been some skirmishes back and forth, but both teams just very happy to get their EXP up and gear up for this 7-minute Reggie at the basement.
Right, here you go, the first major objective, and that's what I'm talking about. Fire Spin is going to be popped up as well, but unfortunately still not enough of the damage here. The follow-up damage coming from old guys, but here comes Brawn here. But are they going to be able to wait for the Skull to pop up, using your Registeel just to bait out Talon?
Yeah, Registeel already falling a little low. 2 dreams, a large amount of damage. The jump in, 2 into the Fire Spin. That's a lot of damage. And the triple trample. They're low. Talon, they're starting to get wiped right now. The jump in, Kai. Registeel, it's still under contention here. Who's going to grab it? Let's go, bro. It's enough. And they managed to secure it. All guys now trampling forward on the back of this beautiful dojo gameplay coming out from Sync. This is what we've come to expect. And he just makes it work for them all guys with a huge win in this bot path.
Man, that's what we're talking about. All guys, if they want to win against Talon, they need to get their advantage from the early game. And even if Talonflame here, again, they're a bit of a momentum-based kind of a team here. But even if they do get the momentum from the early game, you can still stop it as long as it's still not in on the as long as it's still not on the mid game. And that's what all guys are doing right now. Going to be able to take down Brawn as well once again, and has a positional advantage into that of the Reggie Lecky, but unfortunately going to be stolen away here by Talon. Dremp with that other Empress instead of the Poltergeist.
Yeah, I mean, really nicely done from Dremp, but we do have to be so careful now if you're playing that Zoroark, because that Fire Spin, if you dash into it, it's gonna be curtains for you. He's gonna dash through again, trying to get the kids onto the back line, finishing off that Blissey for now, and the Nightfall Gaze going to do the work. A KO streak of 2. They capitalize off that steal with Reggie Lecky to do the damage in. It's going to be a nice 25-point overdunk here. Nothing too crazy. They're not in the lead just yet, but it is a nice, much-needed win here.
That is true. 115 to 105. It's not going to be a lot of lead here. And all guys, if they want to win here, they would need to widen the gap that they have against Talon, even more so than they have now. Yeah, I mean, I'm expecting Sync to just kind of slowly pepper in the points, right? He's already trying to find an angle, but MXI, nope, wiggles that finger, says not here, not today, not right now. Sync, you're gonna have to try again another time. And both teams, they should be eyeing up this basement Reggie. It's gonna be the second one that's coming up. Now, old guys were able to take that hugely successful team fight just now. We'll have to see whether they can do it again. Sync, gonna find that opening, but that means it's a man disadvantage in the bot path. Let's see how Talon uses it here. That's true.
Starting off the Reggie Rock already.
Talonflame here. Talon does have the position advantage into that of the Reggie Rock. They're going to be able to secure that for themselves as well. And as we have mentioned, outnumbering this one down. But Sync one coming in at the very right timing. Midnight Ignite is going to be popped up, but still not going to be enough of damage here. Try attack as well to take away that Snorlax. And that's going to be another one into that of the side of Talonflame to make that 3. Ladies and gentlemen, and all teams are like, that's going to be 4 down into the side of Talon from all guys. Sync one coming in at the very clutch moment.
disaster there as Brone jumps in straight into a slow beam from Lance. Nightfall Days though gonna answer right back, grabbing that Delphox, and this Brone Zoroark is on the chase. He's angry now. Slashes down that Eldegoss. No survivors left. He's gonna run for the hills, try and get this dunk in as the rest of the old guys forced to retreat in the bot path.
Sync one. What a bad little boy you are, going to sandwich Talon, but you're gonna get eaten up the back. But look at this right now. Team fight is still not done as they're still trying to poke in as much damage as they can. They're gonna be able to take it out once again.
Dude,
but you know, this is just a little bit of a just a little bit more.
JJ, we were so worried about the lack of damage. Tell me why the Talon members are getting absolutely shredded by Lance on this Slowbro. I think everybody's been talking about how Slowbro is this huge defender, big teamfight disruptor, big control. Skull Bro is in session. This guy has been ripping his opponents apart. Do you see the Chandelier HP just melt?
I mean, I guess this is why they went in for the Scald instead
Yeah.
of the Surf, just to remove the damage disadvantage. The damage disadvantage that they have against Talon. And look at this right now. They can, with the Scald, they can now survive the attacks of Talon. The incoming damage is nowhere to be, nowhere as much damaging as you would have expected them to have if it wasn't for the Scald.
Sync finds it again. This man, a bit of a sharpshooter. That's what the S in his name stands for, at least. Grabs that Regieleki right from under Talon's clutches. And you gotta be feeling the pressure now, Talon. Starting to lose out on some of these fights, Brone. Might be getting a bit of deja vu from the previous match as we get into this final stretch. Rayquaza is on the menu now. Old guys, they need to make it happen, but already the dunks coming in, evening out the score. Ralphie looking for an angle to start this fight, though.
Here we go. Let's find the initiation here for both of the teams. Sync one still at the back, trying to do a little bit more of an hamburger once again. But Braun trying to score in 38. No, make that 76. Yes, they will. And now they have the lead once again. But Sync one here still trying to find the possession that they have to be in to survive. But unfortunately, okay, never mind. Actually, was able to get away immediately.
This is so tender because they're just waiting for Sync one to poke one of his necks a bit too far out. And there goes the heavy slam. There goes the response. But we'll just have to wait and see. The dance is tender. The 50 points behind. The jump through. But oh no, the Hydro Typhoon lands on nobody. Completely missing its mark. And all guys, they're 4 points away from the lead. But they need to take this Rayquaza. They're running out of time. 1 minute left. And there's the slow beam straight onto this Zoroark. Where's the follow-up? He's gonna go down. 32 seconds without Brone. And the Rayquaza falls. The whole guys. They managed to hold on. They managed to push back. And Talon, they stand no chance. They get wiped out. 2 more members running for the kills. It's only the defenders. But what can you do against the score shields that are available? They're increasing the advantage. And all guys, I think they've just run away with this game number 2, JJ.
Man, that is a beautiful thing to have happen. Old guys right now catching up into Talon. And man, we have just been proven wrong here by all guys that, hey, doesn't matter. Again, even if we don't have as much of a damage here, we were a little bit too focused. I have to agree with that, Permasneeze. We were a little bit too focused into the damage output that all guys may be able to put up against that of Talon towards them, right? A Talon towards that of all guys, but it doesn't matter because because Pokemon Unite is a game of points here, not of damage.
Yeah, and if you're Ralphie, you gotta be kicking yourself right when it was needed the most. Missing out on that huge Unite move, the Hydro Typhoon landing on absolutely nobody. And once they saw that, old guys knew that was their opening. That was what they were waiting out for. Beautiful, secure in this final moment. And yeah, I mean, they're gonna push it to a game 3, our second 3-game series of the day already. I mean, all of these teams definitely came to play.
Man, it seems as if we're getting a little bit of like a deja vu of the May qualifiers, where everything is just there was only like 1-2-0 and everything else is 2-1. You know, just pushing each other on, you know, pushing the limits of each other basically.
Yeah, you love to see it though. This is what brings out the best in teams, because when you're forced to adapt, that's when it matters the most. But it really, we were talking about whether these were the same old guys. I mean, now we're getting a stark reminder. Once they're back on their Pokemon, we were questioning this lineup. We were wondering whether it's gonna do the deed, but definitely worked out big time for them. The sustain coming out from these dual supports, to going the distance and really reducing the amount of damage that Dremt can do. Take a look at that. He's used to doing upwards of 130k. This time round, not so lucky, just consistently being picked off, and a bit of a quieter game coming out from Ralphie. He's definitely gonna have to step it up on the Blastoise if they want to take this win away and move on here.
Man, and again, this is something that we have to hype up as well, right? Like, whoever wins here not only wins and goes directly to the semifinals. Sorry, no, this is the semifinals, but towards the upper bracket finals. But whoever wins here essentially guarantees a spot for Yokohama for the World Championship as well. Essentially guarantees third place at the very least.
Yeah.
What do you think about that, dude?
No, wait. Hold. This is the upper bracket semifinals.
Right.
Which means the person who wins is already in the grand finals. Right?
No.
Winner finals.
Because this is the
okay,
upper bracket
I'm tripping out my mind.
right?
Yeah, okay, we're getting real confused here. No, okay. But what we do? We're starting to trip mad because of this Pokemon Unite. Okay, so confirmed is that it is at the very least Yokohama vibes. These guys are going to Yokohama.
Third place.
Minimum.
Yeah, third place minimum. Because, like, again, right, like, this is the semifinals, right? This is the semifinals. So whoever wins here gets in on the semifinals, right? But then, what do you call it? The semifinals here. If you win and then lose, you are going to get guaranteed third place.
Okay,
which then
maybe
means a spot.
Maybe we'll get a bit of a better picture when we look at the brackets later on, after game number 3. Once it's all over, let's come back to the game a little bit. Okay, so obviously